What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, we're going to talk about the game The Incredibles, which was released on the Game Boy Advance by THQ and Helixe. And this game is pretty much based off of the Disney and Pixar movie The Incredibles. And the game pretty much follows the premise of the movie and everything, where a family of undercover superheroes are forced into saving the world and everything. And in the game, you pretty much play as 5 characters, four of which are the family. Of course, I will make a reference to, which are Mr. Incredible um, and Mrs. Incredible, the husband-wife team, and along with their children, Violet and Dads, plus Mr. Incredible's friend, Frozone, and everything. And pretty much, of course, their moves set from an individual standpoint are based off of their like superpowers. Like with Mr. Incredible, he's like really strong. Um, um, Miss Incredible can really stretch out her limbs and stuff like that, elasticity and stuff like that. Um, Frozone, of course, uses ice attacks and stuff like that. Dash runs really fast, and Violet pretty much can like disappear and stuff like that. And you can pretty much play as each of them in a specific stage and everything. And pretty much there's like 38 stages in the game. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna pretty much play as one of the playable characters, pretty much like at least 5 times. I guess you know what I'm saying. You have to really like count the stages on at least the minimum number of times you play as each of them, whether it's Mr. Incredible or Dash or stuff like that. Now, you will pretty much fight like different enemies, like burglars, flying robots, henchmen and stuff like that. And of course, the game has like bosses and stuff like that. I would say you the bosses and stuff are characters from the movie that they fought. You know, what I'm saying, in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like the first boss in the game is some French dude who was trying to rob a bank. You know what I'm saying? For example, and stuff like that. You know, so the main antagonist in the movie that you've seen in that is most likely in this game and stuff like that. Now, the items you can get in the game are like health boxes, you know, and there's ice bottles, but they're in the stages where you play as Frozone and stuff like that. Then there's the Incredible Token, which is restore the superpower bar for each character and stuff like that, which means if you use like Dash's speed and stuff and it's straight to 0, grab that coin, it will pretty much restore and stuff. Then there's the Incredible Face, which is pretty much a 1-up, you know what I'm saying? And the Incredible Face pretty much is the face of the character that you're using on a specific stage. Like for example, if you play as Mrs. Incredible and you find a 1-up, it'll show her face. Or if it's happen to be Frozone that you playing as, it'll show the 1-up will show his face and everything. It will consist of his face. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, the graphics and design for the Incredibles for Game Boy Advance are pretty good, and it has a very good color palette. And I will say about the design of like Mr. Incredible, Miss Incredible, Frozo, and all of them pretty much match the design that you see in the movie and everything. Now, the controls and gameplay are pretty good, and the move set for each playable character pretty much match that powers that's in the movie and everything. Now, the soundtrack is good, but it just seemed out of place. You know what I'm saying? Because the soundtrack is pretty consists of like jazz. I don't think that you don't hear a lot of jazz music in the movies, but I have to watch the movie itself to really like confirm that. But it just the type of music they pick for the games just seem out of place to me. But even though it does, even though it does seem out of place, I'm not saying that the soundtrack is necessarily bad. I'm just saying this is just my personal opinion about it, about the soundtrack being out of place and stuff. Now the Incredibles for the Game Boy Advance is a pretty good game, pretty decent game and all that. And pretty much if you enjoyed the first the Incredibles movie, you probably most likely will enjoy this particular game and stuff like that. Now, as far as the score, I definitely give The Incredibles 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It, pretty good overall, but the gripes that I have are pretty uh, not a lot to like nitpick and stuff like that. I'm gonna say there's no major gripe that I have with it. With that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about The Incredibles for Game Boy Advance, whether you like it or you hate it or whatever the case. And you can also talk about the other video games that's based off of the Incredibles movie and everything, whether you're talking about the say like the Xbox, PS2, GameCube versions of it and everything like that. You can even talk about the movie if you want, you know. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.